they're going to face their voters. The American people are fed up. We have an invasion at the southern border, and Americans are dying every single day. But all we hear about is send money to Ukraine and send money to this. And people want Mayorkas impeached. They want accountability. And I cannot believe this. I'm outraged. My articles of impeachment on Mayorkas have been sitting for months in the Judiciary Committee. And many of the same Republicans that voted with Democrats to refer it back to committees sit on Judiciary Committee. So what are these Republicans even worth if they will not pick up articles of impeachment and actually move them through their committee and give it a chance on the House floor? So they stood with the Democrats to protect Secretary Mayorkas and prevent his impeachment by putting it back in the Judiciary Committee where they can put articles of impeachment up on the shelf to collect more dust.
Do they deserve to lose their races?
That's up to their constituents, but I can assure you that Republican voters will be extremely angry that they've done this.
What's your next move here? What's the next step?
I'm going to consider that. I may reintroduce them. Maybe I introduce them again privileged and give them the opportunity. Do they really want to do that? I'll give them some time to get phone calls in their office and talk to their constituents.
Congressman, on the CR, are you disappointed at Speaker Johnson's first decision here to advance this plan without spending cuts?
I think it's a failure. I'm not voting for a clean CR. I'm not carrying on Nancy Pelosi's budget. I'm not carrying on all the woke policies and the failures and the excessive spending that the Democrats set forth. I think we should be holding the line. We should finish our appropriations, and we should force the Senate to do their job and Joe Biden to sign these bills. And we can get this done if we get to work, but a clean CR is not the way to go.
Earlier today, Roy mentioned he wanted to see at least one policy win in that bill. Is there any one particular thing you would want to earn your support in a CR?
In which bill? A CR?
Yes, in a CR.
A clean CR, I don't really see many policy wins.
What one change would you make?
I wouldn't. I would say we're not doing a CR. We're doing our appropriation bills, and the Senate needs to do their job. That's what we should be doing.
What do you say the Republicans who pushed out Speaker McCarthy over a clean CR? Now Speaker Johnson is moving a clean CR.
You know, I've talked about that, and I think if you're going to oust a Speaker of the House from your conference, the red line should remain the same for the next Speaker. What's the point in throwing out one Speaker if nothing changes? And the only way to make sure that real changes happen is make the red line stay the same for every Speaker after that. And I don't think we're going to see that.
Would you plan to call for a motion to vacate?
I wasn't one of the 8, so I didn't do that.
Remember some of these names: Sarah Lisa, Patrick McHenry, Virginia Fox. They are Republicans. Total of 8 Republicans, including those hacks, basically said, we do not want to get rid of Mayorkas. The guy who's in charge of the border. Yeah, that clown. They want to keep him around. They're not going to impeach him. What? Excuse me? We are a nation in crisis because of our open border, and we have people in our own party who aren't even willing to stand up for their constituents or the American people. We've said it time and time again. What's going on at the border is touching all 4 corners of this country. Fentanyl comes through the border, by the way, from China. That's right. Killing men, women, children, mothers, daughters, sisters, husbands, wives. Every socioeconomic status, this is a pervasive problem. And why would our Republican colleagues think that Mayorkas is doing a good job? He doesn't like walls. He doesn't like borders. He says we're understaffed. It is all lies, and it is all bullshit. And these Republicans who said, oh, no, let's just table this. Let's just not worry about it right now. We're not going to impeach him. They are cowards, and they are complicit with the downfall of this country. They are complicit with children being raped at the border, women, children, sex trafficking. They are complicit. And now I'll sit here for a minute pretending like I'm watching the video that I don't have time to record.